Good morning. Welcome back to Bible and Blues. It is 6:18 a.m. and we are doing Psalm 95 today. I want to welcome you back. It is so great to see you here. This is your first time here. Be sure to uh, click the subscribe button, click your the notification button, click the follow button, click the upvote, click the like, click the thumbs up. You know, let me know you're here. Let me know that you appreciate what we're doing here, that you appreciate God's word. Get your coffee going because it's Thursday. Hey, that means not much anyway. But it means I have coffee, and it means it's when I get to work, it's Donut Thursday today. It's Donut Day, and I really need donuts, of course, just like everybody else, right? So beyond that, it is Thursday morning, and we're doing Psalm 95. And those of you who are in VidMe might notice that I put out a video last night that was regarding the concept of a Christian community of creators, and I'd like to have something like that within YouTube as well. One of the things I see is that um, there's not a lot of us that are prominent. Well, there's not a lot of prominent YouTubers in general anymore, basically, because there's just no money in it anymore, right? You need to be doing it because you love it, not for the money now. If you came here within the past within the past year for the money, you came to the wrong place. Um, I think I made 4 cents last month, and so anyway, I do it to spread God's word. I don't do it for money. I have a 40-hour a week job. It's a decent job. I don't have to do it. Uh, so and I just hope that there's one or two people that enjoy this. I'm going to keep doing it. And so anyway, without further ado, Psalm 95. Come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and extol him with music and song. For the Lord is the great God, the great King above all gods. Are in his hand are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands are formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down and worship. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, the flock under his care. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as you did Meribah, as you did that day in Massah in the desert, where your fathers tested and tried me, though they had seen what I did. For 40 years I was angry with that generation. I said, they are the people whose hearts go astray, and they have not known my ways. So I declared an oath on my anger. They shall never enter my rest. Here is reading the Lord. Thanks be to God. Um, and in this one, this is giving praises to God, of course. Let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. And then he brings in today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as you did in Meribah. Meribah means quarreling. As you did that day at Massah. Massah means testing in the desert. So that was when and today in the church we hear quarreling a lot, don't we? We hear people complaining about the music. We hear people complaining about the sermon wasn't upbeat enough. The sermon was too upbeat. It was too shallow. It was it went on too long. The seats are hard. Whatever the complaint is. And the music was too loud. The music wasn't loud enough. Can barely hear it. I wish they did the old hymns. I wish they did the new contemporary stuff. I just wish they had more music. I wish they had less music. That's part of the quarreling, and we do it as people. It's just we complain a lot, and they did. The difference is, I'm not sure what the difference is, to be honest. What is the difference between what we do now and what we did then? This was talking about during the Exodus. as you did that day at Massah. I thought Massah was going to be a place. No, it's the testing of people during the Exodus when they did things like created an idol to worship. So, that's what they did, and they failed that test. So I declared on oath in my anger, they shall never enter my rest. So that entire generation of people had to wander the desert until an entirely new generation was there to enter the promised land, and we know about that according to the Bible, and so I guess this is kind of a thankfulness prayer and a prayer of warning. So this is broken up into two distinct pieces. We are the people of his pasture, the flock under his care. Do not harden your hearts as you did at Meribah, and as you did that day at Massah. Where your fathers tested and tried me, though they had seen what I did. They actually saw the miracles. They had the fire by the pillar of fire by night, and they had the cloud of smoke by day to follow. They had manna from heaven every single day. They ate. They had it was a time of miracles, right? Of constant daily miracles, and they still tested God. And so, what makes us any better than that, right? So that's kind of what my thinking is, and so anyway, so let's not test him too much, right? Or try, because he gives us what we need. He gives us the information we need. He shows us regularly how he works. Let's get together as a community, as a Christian community, and worship him in unity. I call for unity on a routine basis. I do believe that we as Christians need to be unified and presenting a unified face to the world, and not have the troubles and strife, because we are known to the world by our love for one another. We are not known to the world by our anger to one another and how divisive we are and how divided we are. So that's kind of my thinking on that. I want to thank you for coming today. I really do appreciate it. It's Thursday. We're almost done with the week, and I will talk to you later. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you.